So my name is Patrice Anderson, and I'm here and happy to be here to introduce our second art graduate student. This is Brianna Bailey. She is in her second semester of the JSU MFA program. She's also an alumni and was in our undergraduate program as well. Her presentation today will be on her BFA capstone project, Tailfeathers.
Alright, good afternoon. Y'all hear me okay? Yeah, okay, awesome. This is fun. Yeah, so this is my BFA capstone project, Tailfeathers. It's from last spring, because that's when I graduated. But I'm going to be talking about the need for green spaces, community recreation in Jacksonville specifically, and why we might need a facility like this, the process through it, and the conclusions I came to. So yeah. Little sneaky. Alright, so the problem, the reason I did this. Okay. The reason I did this is because mental health issues are growing amongst college students. Oh. Growing amongst college students for multiple reasons, whether that be isolation or academic issues or homesickness, what have you. Research shows that green spaces, community, and recreational activities improve mental health and academic performance, not only amongst college students, but it can also help the locals in that town. So the answer is Tailfeathers, which is an outdoor entertainment venue which is intended for Jacksonville. So what is Tailfeathers? Tailfeathers is a lot of things. It consists of a restaurant, bar, ice creamery, mini golf course, arcade, open air pavilion, and mini amphitheater. So it is a mixture of everything. When I was first thinking of this project, I've lived in Jacksonville my whole life. We don't have a lot of entertainment options here. Otherwise, I mean, you can go to Walmart. That's pretty much it right now. So I really wanted something that would bring together the college students of this town and the people who have lived here their whole lives, because I'm both, and I can see both sides of that coin. So, again, provide a chance for social connection between college students and locals. It promotes mental well-being, and it should help academic performance, and offers an alternative to expensive and distant entertainment option, because as we know, living here, there is big-time entertainment in Oxford, and there's a different bowling alley in Gadsden, but for people who don't have transportation, those options just aren't viable, as well as expensive. Tailfeathers is like pay as you want to. You can enter that facility and just hang out if you want to. So here's my inspiration. This is when I first started drawing up, how I wanted it to look. Again, green spaces, so I wanted something naturey, something relaxing for people who entered, more of a laid-back feeling. I knew for sure I wanted a mural to be there, like when people first enter the facility, to just welcome you into that environment. Here are some sketches and iterations I was going through. This is the mural in the top left corner. This was actual, real made for our BFA show, so the gallery, the Manners Gallery over at the art department, we had to sketch up what we wanted that to look like when we had visitors coming in and looking at our BFA capstone project. And these are just some of the many versions of the logo that I went through, and all the paint that comes with that. There are very, very small differences here. I mean, here we have the F connected to the E, one of them is overlapping. I had to figure out those things for myself as I was going through it. And this is figuring out logistics. This left photo is at Hobby Lobby, because I knew I wanted a shelf to display all this merchandise I was going to be making, and this just looked perfect, so I grabbed it as soon as I saw it. Top picture right there is a table from my aunt's house, because I knew that she had that already, and saving money as well. And then these are some coasters that I knew I wanted to make. And I do have some mock-ups of the different things I ended up making in the end for the capstone project, but I did bring physical items as well to look at. So rest of them are fine. So also on the logistics side, I had to figure out how I was going to make all of these things. Because I knew I wanted all these things, I wanted them there at my BFA show. Those things take a lot of time to make, right? Especially like the things that you had to have sent off, like the golf balls or the glass. Those are things you have to think of months ahead of time. I believe our deadline was April 9th, because show was on April 25th, but anyway. The shirt was made actually at a local screen printing company, Red Threads. It's on the square. And the coasters I made myself. We have a wood burner in our department, and burned those myself. Yes. And that's the bag I have over here. I can open it up. This was also sent off. Redbubble made this. It actually didn't take too long, but I thought it was going to. So I made everything really, really early to plan for those production times. I had stickers. They all got taken very, very quickly. And lastly, I made a website. So I'm going to just let this play in the background while I talk about it. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, this is what took the longest. Just because of all the information that I had to gather and think about what are people going to be looking for when they do this website, because it does encapsulate so many things. It's a restaurant, it's an ice cream bar. I mean, you can do almost anything outdoorsy over here. As far as the pavilion, I was planning for like events to be held there, that kind of thing. So just a lot of planning, copywriting, making sure that my vision was seen on the website. And there's some of the different events that I was talking about earlier. There's some fun little things in there to like collaborate with the college, collaborate with the local elementary school, different things of that nature. And that's what it looked like in real life, not mock-ups. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Okay, so, and I might have just missed it, because I was getting you the mic,
Yeah,
which is my bad
You're good.
for interrupting you for that. Okay, so it's like a putt-putt, but also like a restaurant, but also a bar.
A lot of things. So
Okay.
the way that I envisioned it is kind of like, if you think about the quad, it's kind of like an arcade. So you have like inside versus outside.
Okay, yeah.
So you come in, there's the mural, restaurant's kind of towards the front, ice cream's near the restaurant,
Sure.
pavilion between the two.
Okay,
It would be a very large facility
sure.
to hold all of these things. I would hope that each business could bring in its own income to be able to handle people who are coming in for free. So it's a welcome environment for anything anyone might want to do.
So it's a nice mock-up. I wish it was true.
Me as well.
I have one question.
Yeah.
So for creating a website, what software do you use?
So I actually use Adobe XD. It's actually the same program that Brittany used for her presentation earlier. It doesn't, XD is only a mock-up software, but if I were to make an
So
actuality, I
it's
would
not
use it.
it's not the actual website.
Right, it's more like a video. You do have to lay it out the same way, but for coding it, you would use Adobe Dreamweaver, which could be done.
Thank you.
No problem.
I have a question. So people who just want to come there to hang out, what is there for them to do?
Well, there's like cornhole and what's the one? Ladder ball, different like outdoorsy activities that you don't necessarily have to pay to do. Those things are there and available for them. There would be picnic tables inside as well, so if they wanted to bring in food.
Any more questions for our speaker? If not, another round of applause.